Hello everyone. I hope you've all had a happy new year, both the calendar year and the lunar new year. I'm a bit late in making my video. At first I thought I would have some of our Chinese New Year decorations, but Stacy is very efficient and she has taken them down, maybe yesterday, very recently. I guess first I should start with some medical updates or things that have been going on. And for the last couple of videos I had forgotten to mention that my infusions, the frequency and the amount has changed. I used to get like 2 bottles over 2 days every 3 weeks. And the last time we saw the doctors, they recommend that we try doing them at a higher frequency for a while just to see if it helps more. And so I think since December or so, I've been doing 2 bottles in a single day every 2 weeks. Now with the IVIG infusions, one of the possible risks is like blood clotting. And when we were speaking with the rheumatologist from the Mayo Clinic, she was saying that the clots happen during the infusions. So we thought, well, why not for safety? Why don't we find things that can help prevent clotting? I mean, I'm not risking clotting, I haven't had clots, but why not try to be, preventative? And I remember when I've had my surgeries, minor surgeries, they always put these airbags on my calves, and they have them squeezing and massaging the calves to ensure that the blood continues to flow through my legs while I'm sleeping or unconscious. So we looked on Amazon and we found similar devices. And so every time I have my infusion, when the infusion is at its higher speeds, which is the last couple hours, they take 4 hours and 20 minutes now, for the 2 bottles. I go lie in bed and Stacey hooks up that massaging machine and I massage my legs for an hour. I took a video the last time while I was in the bed, and we can show that to you now. So this is what it looks like. I don't know what it is looking at because I can't see anything. I don't know if I'm looking at the right space. That's probably a not very good video. Fortunately, Stacy also took a video from a different angle, which maybe will be a better angle to look at. I think we can all agree that Stacy's video is far superior in every aspect. So I've been having those infusions. I haven't really noticed a lot of improvement lately. I think my biceps seem to have weakened a little bit since Christmas. I'm not really sure if that's due to not exercising as much. The physical therapy and the occupational therapy have been on a break since just before Christmas. I think it has something to do with the way the insurance works. We're not totally clear, but the PT people said, well, we need you to get reevaluated, and then that required another order from the doctor. So we just started PT again this past week, so we kind of had a month off. The little lump that I said that I had felt underneath my right nipple, and I had to go get that mammogram, a very memorable experience. It seems to be completely gone. I can't find it anymore, so I guess it was a temporary cyst or whatever, something that it's totally gone. I can't feel it anymore. I also remember in the previous video, I think I talked about how I had gone 7 or 8 days without coughing. I think that was just some kind of weird fluke. It hasn't happened since. I've gone back to the coughing every 3 days, every 2 days, every 3 days. That's just kind of been the same. So those are kind of the medical things that have been going on lately. Just kind of been going along doing the same things. I haven't gotten worse on my legs and my neck. They seem to be kind of the same. I'm kind of hoping that I start to improve, and maybe improve rapidly, because I'm really getting tired of sitting in the chair. One of the things that is worth reporting, I guess, since the last time we did a video, is that at the beginning of this year, I tried changing diets to a kind of crazy diet. Some people call it crazy. It's called the Carnivore Diet. And the reason that I wanted to try it, well, there are multiple reasons, I guess. I've had 3 different people talk about it, totally unrelated people was recommending it or wanting to try it themselves. We actually had a neighbor their neighbors and their family, and they wanted to try it for their whole family. And so I was like, well, all these people think it's helpful. Looking online, it seems to have become highlighted recently from, I guess it was a Joe Rogan podcast with Jordan Peterson, where he talks about how he only eats beef and only beef with salt and water, I think. And it had really improved his health. And it seemed like a lot of people with autoimmune issues benefited from eating just meat products. And so the diet that I had tried was like meat, salt, water, eggs, and certain dairy, like hard cheeses, kefir, like not dairy that doesn't have lactose, basically, is the kind of stuff I was eating. And so I started at the beginning of the year on this diet. We found ways to buy meat economically, on weekend sales. So the cost of the carnivore diet was not really a big problem, but it's actually pretty cost efficient because you get full on not that much meat. But after 6 days of eating just meat, I really got sick of meat. Like it was gross to me. I would gag. I couldn't eat. I lost my appetite. I didn't eat for like a day at a time, and I tried to eat a little bit, and I was just never hungry. So by the 10th day, I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I haven't been eating. I was, not feeling well. I probably lost a bit of weight. So we transitioned away from the carnivore diet. And one thing that I have noticed since coming off of it, I've been off of it now for probably 2 weeks, at least, maybe 2.5. I've noticed that my appetite feels like it's more than it was before I went on the carnivore diet. I feel like I've been eating a bit more. And I think that's good. So now for some distractions, because I think I've spoken too long. You'll notice I'm wearing a lovely Hello Kitty and Friends shirt. As you can probably all guess, my favorite, well, you probably wouldn't be able to guess, my favorite of the Hello Kitty bunch is Tuxedo Sam. Stacy did not know whose Tuxedo Sam was, and I was very disappointed because I think she knows all of the other ones on the shirt, but she did not originally know who Tuxedo Sam was. And I was very offended because that was my favorite Hello Kitty friend growing up. One other thing that we've been doing, just very recently, it just arrived like 3 days ago, is I've decided, I was saying that, my biceps don't feel that strong. My shoulders do feel a bit tighter though, so I think that's good. We bought like this tiny cycle thing with pedals that you can use to exercise, and you can use your hands to exercise with it too. It's here behind me on my left. And I've been exercising that. I will go to a quick demonstration of that. So this is the lovely cycle machine. You can't see it, but on my side there's a little display, and it tells you how long you've been using it and how many cycles, how many times you've pedaled around. So it takes me a little while to get on to the pedals because my shoulders don't work very well, but we'll probably speed through this so you don't have to be bored by my ineptitude here. Oh, there we go. All right, so hopefully I get faster at that. So I'm better at pedaling forward than backwards. But we'll see how many times I can do this. 5, 6. Let's see, backwards. Kind of like that. No, I'm already better at this. There were times when I first started where when I was doing it backwards, I couldn't quite get the full rotation, and I had to put my elbow down on the right side in order to finish the rotations.
10 seconds later.
So, I'm tired already. It's been, a very long time. No, it hasn't. But hopefully I'm going to work up to longer periods, and then in future increasing resistance as well, because right now this is on 0 resistance. And when my son uses it, even with the resistance on, he says to me, "Dad, this is very light. No offense." He's very kind. So hopefully after some time I'll be able to extend the time that I work on that cycle machine maybe even like work up a sweat, get into like a aerobic type of exercise on it. That's kind of what I'm hoping to build up to, and definitely we'll share an update on that in the next video. I think the other thing that I want to do in this video also is share Hinkedy Pinkedy, which was approved by my Hinkedy Pinkedy, I don't know, consultant. Basically, I have a friend who likes them, and his name was Tim, and I ran a few by him, and he didn't like some of them. He said this one was acceptable to share with all of you on YouTube. So if you don't know what Hinkedy Pinkedy is, Hinkedy Pinkedy, we talked about that I think 2 videos ago, and you can go look for that description or explanation. My kids did a really good job explaining it. But here is the clue for this episode's Hinkedy Pinkedy. The dancer, sponsored by Pepsi. The clue once again is a dancer, sponsored by Pepsi. I believe that is everything that I want to share for the video this time. If you guys have any questions on stuff that maybe I forgot to talk about, or maybe I meant to, please feel free to share them in the comments. But hopefully I'll see you all again shortly, and I will be doing hours on the cycle machine. Thanks for watching.